going on back on here talking MGTOW and how MGTOW is changing the game. We know that MGTOW is taking off in the United States. It's definitely going global. And I want to give a shout out to all race of MGTOW men who have taken the red pill at YouTube content or content that's usually on social and underground radar blog sites, all these social media groups as well. So I just welcome everybody that shares some of my content in some of your groups. I appreciate that. And so I got a comment about translating videos into Spanish, so I will do that. So I just want to give a shout out that. So, hola, que pasa, como está? Estoy aquí para un hombre su vida. Alright, so I will be translating to some of those videos in Spanish if you're on the Facebook platform. And for men that's taking this MGTOW to heart and serious about the MGTOW movement, serious about bettering oneself, about coming together, having dialogues, having meetings, sit downs, video documented discussions, so on and so forth. If we're trying to do it like that and take it to a bigger level, try to get men rights on the books, if you will, then you can follow me on the Facebook platform, same name, Solo Mission. You can add me to the groups that you are in. If there's political minded people that happen to fall upon this video, my political videos, go in one and out one via this platform here. So I needed serious minded individuals that want to do something out here and make a change for this new generation as well, men and women going forward here as far as this new generation, as far as rights is concerned, what's not right and what's wrong in this country as we move forward. Let's talk about how MGTOW is changing the game. Right? Now I start to smile because it's a good feeling to see how MGTOW is changing the game, and it's damn sure doing so. You got the feminists, they kind of nervous, they want to stop the MGTOW movement. You got your guidance counselor, the marriage counselor is losing money, damn near closing up shop because men are not getting married, especially when we talk overseas and the men in China that have their own MGTOW. They trying to put it's a dictatorship over there, so they want you to at least have 2 kids over there, to keep the population growing. But see, the men over there in China have adopted that MGTOW mindset to say fuck women and go their own way. So the MGTOW movement is damn sure going global and soonly be widely accepted and maybe even openly discussed. Alright? So, but MGTOW is changing the game. It's giving men a voice to express themselves, to vent, to have that awakening that all the brainwashing from years of catering to women and being with women and dealing with women and feeling that you need to do such has finally been wiped away. Now we see the game for what it really is. Now we can really break down a woman, and I like to say from her DNA structure to her society influence version of herself, and learn from women. Like I said in the previous video, it's so much, and I do mean so much, free game out here on a daily basis, whether you're out in your own personal life or whether you're on the social media platform. There's so much information that women give for men to absorb, interpret, implement it, and then give it back out there to the world so men can have an up and up on what's going on when they're dealing with women. See, MGTOW is definitely changing the game. You see a lot of men excited, celebrating, moving on past the nonsense of when I get a certain age, I gotta settle down. I gotta start a family. I gotta build something here. If my wife cheats, I gotta ignore that and deal with her. All that kind of brainwashing and society influence bullshit that men have felt for years that they have to put up with. Long gone is the days that you go to work and you bring your quote-unquote check home to your wife. I think only someone with a record player and 8 tracks and sewing machines and typewriters, if you will, payphone and shit, may would I guess agree with that logic of back in the day. But see, as we go MGTOW, A lot of people is nervous. MGTOW has single-handedly put motherfuckers out of business. It's put motherfuckers out of work. See, these therapists and society, all these motherfuckers want you to pay to come sit down and talk about your problems. As a man, they love to blame it on you didn't have a mother and father in the home and all that other shit they try to do you to make you feel guilty that you want to do something that's opposite of what society is doing. When I think about MGTOW and how it's helping me to say, you know what, past that bullshit. That ain't for me. See, all to tell lies and do all that other bullshit, it's not something I really wish to do anyway. As an alpha male, you just live your life how you see fit. But see, when they talk about the feminism movement and they want to block the MGTOW movement, they want to stop it in its tracks. They don't want men to hear other men saying, hey man, it's best you go your own way. Look at the signs that women is doing. You sitting there doing simp shit, catering to the woman, always being there at her beck and call. Every time she calls you, you quickly pick up the phone, anxiously running over there to see what she needs, whether it's for her or for her children. See, a woman, get this shit written down, goddammit, never calls you and asks you, how are you doing? I just called you to do something for you today. I want to take you out to dinner today. I want to just treat you to something special today. You know, today, I just called you up because I just want you to come over here and beat this pussy up. Never. And let me interject this bullshit. You know, maybe when you in a relationship, you might get that fuck shit. Sure. And, you know, in a relationship, fuck out of here, man. Let's move forward. I'm talking how MGTOW, nigga, is changing the game. You know, I seen a couple of people on the fence. They say they need somebody that's higher upward. Their favorite athlete, their favorite movie star, or whatever the fuck they need. They need for that person to endorse the MGTOW. And once a high status individual endorse MGTOW, then somehow they'll follow along with it. The fuck out of here. See, for real men, we know that the value of MGTOW. We know the value of a man finally realizing to walk away from a woman is the best thing you can do. Not only getting away from women and they bullshit and pit traps and all that shit they do, you escaping the goddamn system as well. You don't spend your whole motherfucking life paying into the system because you were sitting here dealing with a woman. Whether you spend time incarcerated or you just doing some other little bullshit, courtesy of a woman, you don't want to deal with that. See, when you adopt this MGTOW mindset and realize how MGTOW is definitely changing the game and how they don't want the game to be told by men. See, men, we have to realize that going forward, we have to set some kind of standard and boundaries in this bitch. We have to let women know, and we have to let the system and the government know that men have rights too in this bitch. Especially when we talk about men that have kids. But see, the system is designed for women in that aspect. Some of the rules are very antiquated and shit like a motherfucker. See, as men, we need to have a voice out here to change some of this shit. So make it an even playing field for men. Like I said, share this video. If you don't resonate with the message, maybe another person will. See, as men, we go on our own way, but in doing so, what is the plan? See, MGTOW is changing the game because women is nervous now. See, of course they're going to have simps. See, they nervous, but then at the same time, they're like, oh, girl, that don't matter. It's just a few of them, man. We don't need, they probably ain't even, they try to name it for a girl. We don't need them because they got simps still knocking on the door, always calling. As long as those simps keep doing what they doing, then these women going to have that attitude. You hear it all the time. If you don't do it, another man will do it. Ass nigga, you feel me? Don't be that other man is what I'm saying. Especially in hopes of getting pussy. When you clearly know as an alpha male and damn sure MGTOW man That's the only thing, I do mean only, that she can offer you. Now, I'm not saying that's the only value that she has, but I'm saying from a woman perspective, I'm using reverse psychology on this bitch and saying that since she values her pussy, then that's the only thing that she has to offer. Because we know women value that motherfucker so much. I mean, you see it on social media, like I said in the previous video, they're giving you free signs. Take advantage of them shits. It's right there for the taking. Look at the freedom message that they're giving you when they turn around showing their ass. Let me translate that image for you next time you see it on social media. What she's saying is, look at my fat ass. See, this is all I really have to offer you, because I'm not going to post no master's degrees or bachelor's degrees or nothing like that. I'm just going to post my fat ass, even though I got gut and sagging titties. I'm going to put my hand right here and cover that up so you can just focus on this fat ass. And when you see this fat ass, you're supposed to get in my inbox and I'm supposed to turn you down. And by me turning you down because you looking at my fat ass, my status go up. I feel good about myself. Because see, I'll get free attention. MGTOW, nigga, is changing the game. Now, see, you can deal with that fuck shit on social media if you want to, ass nigga. And you can be a motherfucking simp. See, you can get these females free attention if you like. That's up to you. But see, for real men, and I do, we know, nigga, MGTOW is changing the game. See, a lot of men now, a year ago, 2 years ago, was waking up in the morning frustrated as hell, arguing with a woman. On their way to work, arguing with a woman. Coming home from work, fighting with her. Spending nights in jail. Paying all that money and shit. Sleeping on the couch, on the floor. Getting hotel rooms and shit. All that bullshit. Losing his job. Because he couldn't sleep, couldn't do whatever. It's men out there. I know the scenarios. All because they're dealing with a woman and her bullshit. It was a video. It showed African American women dating white men. And I don't care about women swirling. You will never hear me bashing a woman for swirling. Get your goddamn swirl on. Because if a white gentleman want to deal with your bullshit, amen. Alright? Because see, us real African American men, MGTOW motherfuckers, we don't give a fuck. You feel me? You feel me, right? So, in the video, it showed how the African American women were catering and nurturing to their Caucasian counterpart, mate, if you will. But when it shows them interacting with African American men, it always shows them arguing and fighting and cussing and all that shit. Now see, to break that video down, that's a woman's DNA structure. I had to come back in another video and save time on this motherfucker. But I know why women do that fuck shit when they date outside their race. I know the fuck why. I already know why they do it. It's really a form of impression, it's really what it is. But let's move forward. To wrap this video on up, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. But see, going forward, with all African American men and men in general adopting this MGTOW shit, expressing themselves in videos and posts, in written speech, what have you, the game is changing. All the content is being seen by the feminists, by these old psychology major ass motherfuckers sitting in there in a cubicle hoping you come in and get psychoanalyzed. Fuck all that. Just go MGTOW, vent for a minute, take the red pill, and then focus on that goddamn real life that you should have been living in the first place. Like I said, my nigga, MGTOW is changing the game. This is your boy, man. Solo mission.